This is LA's first.
Live from Los Angeles, welcome to the Dr. Erin Show. We're all about manifestation, transformation, and breakthroughs. It's time to claim your birthright of prosperity, vitality, and love. So grab your tea or coffee because together we're awakening the world. May you live your truth. Are you ready to have a quantum leap in the year 2022? If you are committed to having the most powerful year of your life, then this podcast is for you. Welcome to the Dr. Erin podcast. We come together to know the truth, live on spiritual principle, and align with universal law. We truly believe that when somebody awakens, they have a gift and message to bring to the world, and together we're awakening the world. So welcome, you guys. This is Dr. Erin, Doctor of Divinity, founder of New Thought Global and Society, and the winner of the 2020 Walden Wisdom Award with Oprah Winfrey. And I'm the creator of E4 Trauma Method. And most importantly, I'm somebody that absolutely loves and is completely passionate to helping develop world-renowned spiritual leaders. So let's do this thing. We are just on the cusp of the new year, you guys. I am super excited. And man, 2021 has been an intense year for me. I'm not going to lie. It's been a lot of growth. It's had a lot of ups and downs just because of all the transition of the energies, the birthing pains of everything going through the spiritual awakening around the world. And for me personally in business, we've had a lot of growth, a lot of having to build a team, and it's been an exciting and challenging year at the same time. And I am so incredibly excited for 2022. First of all, 22 is like my favorite number. It is a quantum year. It's a quantum number. It's a quantum year. And we're going to break on down right now. What is it going to truly take for you to have a quantum leap, a quantum year? Because the truth is this: universal law teaches us that we live in a relative universe, and that there's one source and there's one power, and that is the truth of who you are, that creative factor. You are a creator. You are the I am, the full potential. But in this, we recognize that you can either have the year 2022, be a year of spiraling up into the quantum field of really being able to be somebody that is the highest version of yourself, or it's going to be a spiraling quantum year into the abyss, into addiction, stuck patterns, dysfunction, and all that. Because the truth is that you're either going one way or the other. Einstein said, life is like a bicycle. You're either, pedaling, moving forward and creating, or you're falling off. And that is what we teach in universal law. The truth is you're a divine spiritual being with the power to create exponentially. And so we're going to break on down, what is it going to take for you to have a quantum leap in 2022? Because my invitation is for you to come work with me for the year, for you to join our community, for you to invest in your consciousness, for you to truly commit to yourself to having a quantum leap in your personal and professional life. We teach full embodiment. We're not one of those groups that's like, let me get you to 7 figures in 6 weeks and then shoot you out the back end, and then you got to pay some more for some other course, right? We're a full embodiment community. I want you guys to know that what's different about us, like what is different about New Thought Global and Society. One, I just want to say that we are steeped in a lineage. We have a lineage, and we teach metaphysics. We teach universal law. We teach subconscious reprogramming. Of course, we teach E4 Trauma Method. We teach past life regressions, and we teach truly the New Thought ancient wisdom. So it's not some woo-woo thing of some concept of, some coach. And trust me, I love all the coaches out there. And I think all growth is good growth. Okay. But what's different about us is we have very specific teachings. We're in alignment with something, at a minimum of 1,500 spiritual centers around the world that teach metaphysics and our lineage of everything from agape to, unities around the world. We teach philosophy, science, and religion. We teach the full spectrum of it, because we know that we have to understand all of it to truly become world-renowned spiritual leaders. Okay. So quantum leap. First of all, I just want to say from a science perspective that a quantum leap is a discontinuous transition between quantum states. What this means is that an electron in one energy level in an atom jumps instantaneously into another energy level, emitting or absorbing energy as it does. So there's no in-betweens. That's the point of a quantum leap. You can't have one foot in and one foot out. Okay. That's called hell. I like to call it that. Like, I'm committed, but I'm not committed. I remember being in relationships and being like, I'm in it, but I'm not in it. It's like hell. Okay. It's like having dreams where you're in it and not in it. It's like, I really want to become a 6-figure coach, but I really want to hang out and just scroll through Instagram and get jealous of other people. That is called hell. Okay. A quantum leap is where you fully release anything that is not that identity and that consciousness anymore. A quantum leap means that you fully go into that new consciousness. There's no dangling lines left in that old world. There's a full release. There's a full quantum leap, a full jump into consciousness. And we recognize that it's all consciousness, that it's all within. Everything on the external world is a vibrational match and the mental equivalent of what's happening within. So, in order to have a quantum leap, there has to be a quantum commitment to that consciousness, a decision, a powerful decision in mind to embody a new consciousness. That doesn't mean that you need to know how. That's called outlining. We give that up. It doesn't mean that I'll do that when. It's like a linear thinking of like, I'm going to do that course and, I need more money before I do that. Or, I just can't decide. I took some other courses and it didn't quite work out. There's no considerations. There's no evaluations. Quantum leap means that you fully embody and commit to a new consciousness. That's a quantum leap. There may be some things leading up to that decision. We go through that through programs, being able to truly release, say, your trauma through E4 trauma, or, releasing your lineage ties to your ancestors, releasing all those things. Those are the hows that we do in the processes. Okay. But the point and the truth of the matter is that quantum leaps happen in an instant. Quantum leaps happen the moment, as we say in the self-development world and transformation, the program starts the minute that you sign up. And the reason why is because it's actually the decision of the commitment that sets the polarity and the entire thing into effect. You are such a profound spiritual creator that the moment you even consider something, let alone the moment that you decide something, that's when it all happens. That is the quantum leap. And so just, going through this and for 2022, what does this look like? What does this look like to truly take a quantum leap? Because I'm doing it as well, you guys. I look out there, if you see me on social media, I may look like a lone wolf. I'm alone a lot, but it's not the truth. I have a huge community. We have hundreds of girls in the community. I teach thousands of people across the globe. We have a big team. We've got practitioners, a lot of practitioners that I train and develop, and they all work with the community and teach and do soul circle calls and things like that as well. I have copywriters, marketers, my right-hand gals. We have enrollment coaches now. We have people that do accounting. I'm online and with community all the time. And yes, we come together. And it's been one of the hardest things about the lockdown in LA was that I wasn't physically around people. And for me, the quantum leap part of that is getting back to the heart, moving beyond what the world has told us, no longer looking to other people on social media or whatever to think, oh my gosh, well, they're doing that, therefore I should whatever. No longer looking to certain funnels and going, well, this is how they launch. This is how I should launch. No, it doesn't look like any of that. In fact, a quantum leap, you have no effing idea what it looks like. So I can sit here and say, what a quantum leap looks like is it's going to look like this, this, and this for 22. And I'm going to have all these specific goals. That's not what we teach. What we teach to have 2 feet firmly on the ground with specific goals. And we also teach to have our consciousness in the ethereal realm. In the ethereal realm, calling in miracles, calling in way beyond anything we can even imagine for ourselves with the mini mind. And so in this, I know like what's different and why I ask and invite you to work with me for 2022, to come into an incredible community steeped in truth, is because I love you. Because I know for decades, I searched and I see it with women that come in. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm so enlightened. And yet they can't be in the same room with their mother. Oh my gosh, I've done all my trauma, but they get triggered by like the littlest thing. Right. And then a few months into the program, they're like, oh my gosh, I thought I had done the program. I mean, I thought I'd done my trauma until I actually did E4 trauma. Oh my gosh, I thought I was so spiritual, but I hadn't actually dealt with my DNA and dealt with the body and dealt with all that stuff. Oh my gosh, I see women and few men come in, they're actually physically transformed. They don't even look like the same human being. Their essence isn't the same. Their relationships isn't the same. Their businesses begin to thrive. They begin to become somebody who's able. And then once they're able, then they become masters. They become practitioners. They become people who literally are people that you're like, I don't know what they have, but I want what they have, right? They become clear channels. They become people who are able to have downloads directly from divine and be able to have 2 feet on the ground and be able to do business. Because we see people that are mystical, but they can't actually even be in the culture. No, we want you completely able on all levels. So quantum leap may look different for you. I'm not saying that we put it in a box and this is what happens. I'm just saying what I've witnessed. I've witnessed this all the time. And I also want to say that it's not about me. It's not about Dr. Aaron. Our teachings are lineage. It's about universal law. It's about all these things. I'm not the master. Yes, I master my own mind, but I'm not your master. And we never teach that to anybody. You are your own guru. You are your own teacher. We're being conduits and channels for truth, but you are the one that will only be the only one that will create a quantum leap in your life. And so in this, I recognize, what does a quantum leap look like? From a universal law perspective, it looks like we align with universal law. Whatever it is that you're desiring for year 22 and beyond, we have to be the embodiment. If you want to be somebody that is monetizing your spiritual gifts or getting high-end paying clients, you've got to be willing to pay as a high-end client. That's the beautiful universal law of this culture, of this industry. If you want to have love, you've got to be love. If you want unconditional love, you've got to love unconditionally, right? Like whatever it is that you want to embody and be in that quantum leap, you've got to take a look at where do you need to release. You know, there's a spiritual death that happens over and over again. And it's not easy. This is the hardest work you'll ever do in your life. That's why we call it being a spiritual warrior. There's no war. The only war is within. But when you truly are ready for that quantum leap, there are no more excuses. There's no more, will I do it if, or I'll do it when. There's just a hell yes. There's a hell yes to yourself. And so my invitation for you is to really take this time to really go, what is it that you truly want to embody? What are you what do you need to let go of? Maybe the people that are no longer serving your life, you'd need to look at go, how are you going to release those people and really like hold them in love and just let it be? What needs to die in your life? What spiritual death needs to happen? Maybe you're trying to do it in a particular way. I think I'll do it alone forever. I can do it. I just Google everything. I can YouTube it. I can figure it out. Great. Have at it. It's going to suck along the way. Trust me. I've tried it that way. Okay. What is it that you're truly ready to have a quantum leap in your personal and professional life? And so why me? Why New Thought Global? Why Society? First of all, I just want to say again, I always say you should follow your heart. If there's somebody out there or a community that really speaks to you, go for it. Everybody that's come in our community generally has known and, really prayed for this for a long time. Prayed not to a man in the sky, but prayed to say what they truly desire in their heart is their destiny. Okay. We have an incredible, extraordinary community that's based in universal truth. We teach very specific metaphysical teachings that are proven to have profound impact and help people take quantum leaps in their life. And there's a reason why I got the 2020 Walden Wisdom Award. There's a reason why Forbes nominated me as 11 most inspirational women to watch on Instagram. There's a reason why, because I've been in this industry and I've been doing this for decades. And it's important to be with people that are not, it's not just about some ego thing or they came up with it right now. It needs to be based in truth. Okay. And so you have to ask yourself, what's holding you back from your quantum leap? Is it money? Is there the excuse of money? And the crazy thing is people, well, I can't afford it. Well, you can't afford to not have it because you're trying to make money in the industry. You can't afford to not get the correct training, right? What's holding me back? Well, it's just not a good time. I'm busy. Trust me, when you're truly committed to something, you will always find time for it. There's a saying that goes, if you want something done, give it to the busiest man or woman. People that are powerful know how to direct and direct energy. That's what we do. That's what we're masters at. And so if you want something done, you actually give it to the busiest person that is having the most impact because they're going to be able to get it done, right? What's holding you back? Are you scared because you didn't, complete cycles before? Well, all of our programs are live. They're all live. And that's why I chose to only do live programs because I know I've been there. I've bought the digital programs and they sit in the back portal and I never go in there. So you have to ask yourself, what are all your excuses? Because if you write down all your excuses, you can take a look at all those excuses. You're like a lawyer in court. Your life is like you have to be the lawyer of your life. And the judge is sitting there. It's your consciousness, okay? And you can have a case of why you can't do it, or you can make the case that you can do it. You can make the case of all the reasons of why it's not going to work, why you can't afford it, all those things. Or you can make the case of how you can, why 2020 is going to be the most epic year of your life, why you deserve support, why you deserve to have an incredible community, why you will succeed. You can make that case, and you can make the case. This is universal law. It's up to you. You either think you can or you think you can't. And the truth is, you're going to energize that. You're going to direct that. What I see with people of why when people take total quantum leaps is a decision. It's just a decision in mind. They don't ask how. They don't try and figure it out. They trust the process. And look, and also, if it didn't work out, you'd grow too, right? I mean, that's the truth of it. That's the total truth. So it's not about you need to give up. Well, it'll work only if I hustle, or you know what? It'll only work if I do X, Y, and Z on social media, and I just can't do that. Whatever the excuses, whatever the boxes that you're putting into, I invite you. I invite you to have a spiritual death. I invite you to release all that questioning and trying to figure it out. That is going to kill the biggest thing that kills dreams is trying to figure out the how. And so in this, I just say, why now? Because this is your life. It's not dress rehearsal. Why now? Because there's only now. There's not time or space in the spiritual realm. Why now? Because the only transgression is to be stagnant and not create. Why now? Because with no reason. Why now? And the question is, why not now? And whatever you fill in that blank with, those are the exact things that are holding you back. This is exactly what you need to just allow and release to the universe. So again, why should you trust me? You don't have to trust me, but I have a proven track record with hundreds and thousands of women that I've trained. And we literally have women that have gone from making nothing to making $40,000 a month. Okay. That's not standard. Okay. We have women that were having up and down months. And once they learned E4 trauma method, once they do whatever, they're having consistent months with tons of clients coming in. Why trust? Because you have to trust the universe. You have to trust the process. Okay. So how does it work, you guys? 2022, let's do this thing, you guys. Let's powerfully say yes to 22. I would love to work with you. I'd love to have you in the community. I'd love to, take this journey with you. It would be so epic and so amazing. I'm so excited for 2022. First of all, everything's live. So you're going to be with me every single week. It doesn't matter if you are in whichever program. You can take a discovery call. You can book a discovery call. And basically, we don't do sales. We basically look and really get clear what you're really committed to and what it is that you truly desire. And we're not going to invite you into a program if we don't feel like it's in alignment. Why would we? We'd be out of our own spiritual ethics. Okay. But the discovery call, you're going to really discover what is it that you truly desire? What is it that you really are committed to creating in your life, in your personal and professional life? What are you ready to truly be committed to healing in your life and transforming your trauma, right? All those things. So first of all, it doesn't matter which program you're in, you're going to be in live calls with me. Every week I train you as the CEO of your personal and professional life. And basically we go on 12-week stints for the quarters, and we take a week off at the end of each quarter. We celebrate, we set our goals at the beginning. We fully develop you in all the inner work, doing trauma work, doing transformational work, doing universal law, doing all that stuff so you can really, really become the most clear, releasing of all the limited beliefs and embodying the I am, the most powerful identity that you are. And in the business stuff, we go through the 6 most trusted, proven system in the industry. I give you everything, you guys, really, truly breaking through and all your skill set, being able to position yourself as an expert in the industry, being able to bring value to people, being able to transform your life, being able to build your business on a gradient. Okay. And then if you're up in the upper things, getting trained and certified and accredited, we have an accreditation now in E4 trauma method and also in the master spiritual psychology coaching program, and then the practitioner and so on and so forth. So you just have to trust the process. If you're somebody that you've been listening to this podcast, you're like, you know what? I get so much out of this podcast, but you're ready to go to the next level. I invite you. I would love to spend the year with you. I'd love to spend 2022 and beyond. I want you in my family forever. We have people in our program that are partnering up, that are building things together, that are going to be working forever. Some people want to do their own platform. Some people want to synergize, but that you don't have to worry about. You get to just say yes. You get to say yes. Our programs are amazing, you guys. We have really well-priced things. We're not out of control at all. And I invite you to book a discovery call, see what's there for you. We're going to dive deep. We also have 2-day virtual retreats each quarter. So we're going to dive deep into E4 trauma method. We dive deep into quantum consciousness transformation. We dive deep into breakthroughs in money. We dive deep into relationship mastery and ending all discord, because one of the number one things we see with people is their dysfunction and codependency impacting their ability to be successful and bringing their spiritual gifts to the world. So we do all that. We have recovery calls and soul circle calls and triad calls. So you can get, people get testimonials when they're in different programs and stuff. So we're committed. I'm 1,000% committed to you taking a quantum leap in 2022, because guess what? I'm taking a quantum leap, baby. Watch me. I am so incredibly excited because the world needs truth. The world needs truth. The world is so ready for this teaching. It is the most mystical, magical truth on this planet. I hand my life over to it. And the reason why I am absolutely committed to it is because it gave me my life. It gave me my life. I would never be the woman I am. I would never be the friend I am. I'd never be the mother I am. I would never be any of that without this work. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. So let's take a deep breath into the nose. Exhaling out. I'm just knowing a quantum leap for 2022. I'm knowing no matter what it is, that there's the I am, that there always is that creative factor, and it can create a quantum leap of spiraling up into the heavens. It can create also a spiraling down into the abyss. And I say, may we create exactly what we truly desire to create. I know quantum leap. I know great, incredible community thriving and growing and having prosperity and vitality and great relationships. I declare 2022 a year that we come together in the heart and in the mind, and in the global community, and also in person. I declare right here and right now to have the greatest community on this planet. I am positive and knowing that these are the teachings, the greatest, greatest teachings ever, to be set free, to end the emancipation from suffering, and to truly be able to be the divine power that each and every one of us is. I simply know this. I release it. My word has been spoken. It is law. I simply release, as together we say, and so it is. Okay, you guys. So there is a 5-day challenge that happens Monday through Friday this week. It will be on Zoom. You can actually DM me on social media, or you can go to newthoughtglobal.com/5-day challenge, and you can check it out there. Otherwise, you can just book a discovery call. You can go on the website and book a discovery call. I'm so incredibly excited. We're going to do some goal setting, quantum leap goal setting also between now and the first of the year. And it's on. It is on, you guys. I'm giving you my heart, my soul, all this teachings, every last drop of it. I am so excited to have you in my life as my friend and all the above. Okay. Have a beautiful day, and may you live your truth. Thank you for tuning into the Dr. Erin podcast. If you've had a spiritual calling or desire to get certified as a spiritual coach or a world-renowned spiritual leader, go to newthoughtglobal.com. If you've received value from this show, I would love it if you share it with a friend and give it a 5-star review. Also, we have spiritual practitioners that are trained to deliver the E4 trauma method and assist you in birthing your truth. So let's be friends on social media. Again, my handle is draaron.tv across all social media. Have a beautiful day, and may you live your truth.